I do not own the rights to this music. Hello, and welcome to Sunday School Summary with Brother Ron. Sunday School lesson for Sunday, March the 31st, 2024. Easter Sunday, celebrating the resurrection of the Lord and Savior Jesus the Christ. Our reference material for the Sunday School Summary is based upon the International Sunday School Lesson Series as published by the Sunday School Publishing Board. We are discussing Examining Our Faith as the title of the Spring 2024 Lesson Series, and it examines our faith through learning to turn the challenges of life into opportunities for growth in faith. It discusses the measures of and the range of our faith, and it encourages believers to continue to stand in faith in their daily lives. The Examining Our Faith lesson series is categorized into 3 units or groups of lessons, and we are in Unit 1, and we are discussing faithful versus faithless. So we are either full of faith or we are in need of additional faith. The title of our 5th lesson in the Unit 1 Spring 2024 lesson series is titled Life Beyond Death, and Jesus' resurrections give hope to the Christians that there is life after death. Mark chapter 16 verse 6 is our key verse for today, and it reads, "Don't be alarmed," he said. "You are looking for Jesus, the Nazarene, who was crucified. He has risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him." So the angel is telling them that Jesus is not there, and he is giving them proof that he's not there. The title of today's lesson, Life Beyond Death, from the book of Mark. And the book of Mark was written by John Mark, an associate of Peter and Paul. Now, Mark wrote the book of Mark while he was living in Rome, and he addressed the book of Mark to the Gentile or non-Jewish audience of Christians. Mark recorded the events in Jesus' life to tell everyone about the things that Jesus had done. He wrote about the things that Jesus had taught the people, and Mark described how Jesus lived and who he was. He described Jesus as a man, but also was God's son. And he further described Jesus' death on the cross and how Jesus was resurrected and after his death. Mark explained how people could let God rule in their lives in following the example of Jesus Christ, which brings us to today's lesson. There are 2 summary lesson points for today. Encountering the unexpected, and that's from Mark chapter 16, verses 1 through 5. And an unexpected assignment, and that's from Mark chapter 16, verses 6 through 8. Now, the passages for the lesson today revolve around the words faith and apostle. And we know that faith is the complete trust, assurance, belief, or confidence in God. It is the faith and devotion to Jesus of the women who went to the tomb to anoint Jesus' body in today's lesson. Apostle, it's a messenger or one sent on a mission, and usually referred to the 12 disciples chosen by Jesus. It is the Apostle Peter the angel instructed the women to inform or referenced by the angel in today's lesson. Our first summary point is encountering the unexpected from Mark chapter 16, verses 1 through 5. And in these passages, the women prepared to anoint the body of Jesus. And the passages read that the Sabbath was over, and Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James, and Salome brought spices so that they could anoint Jesus' body. And very early on the first day of the week, just after sunrise, they were on their way to the tomb. It suddenly occurred to them, and they asked each other, who will roll the stone away from the entrance of the tomb? So they had prepared with their faith and devotion to Jesus, but they had not thought about the obstacles. So we must trust God for the answers to life's immovable stones, sometimes, just as the women in today's lesson. And he says, but when they looked up, they saw that the stone, which was very large, had been rolled away. So God had made a way for them to experience the unexpected. And he says, as they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in a white robe sitting on the right side, and they were alarmed, or very alarmed and concerned about the absence of the body. And the white-robed individual we think of as an angel. The second summary point is unexpected assignment, and that's from Mark chapter 16, verses 6 through 8. And these passages, the angel provides assurance to the women who came to anoint Jesus' body concerning the empty tomb. The angel also provides instructions to the women. And the angel left them troubling, bewildered, and afraid of the events and the appearance of the angel. And the angel reassured them, says, don't be alarmed. You're looking for Jesus the Nazarene who was crucified. He is risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him. But go tell his disciples and Peter, he is going ahead of you into Galilee, and there you will see him, just as he told you. So the followers of Jesus, even though they followed him and listened to his teachings, they did not fully comprehend what he was saying. They did not have the wisdom to understand what he was saying. So they, trembling and bewildered, the women went out and fled the tomb. And they said nothing to anyone because they were afraid, because they did not understand the significance of their experience, that they were the first to acknowledge and understand that the Savior had risen. And for that, Christians have hope in eternity. This is Brother Ron with the Sunday School Summary for Sunday, March the 31st, 2024. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed week, and we hope to see you next Sunday for another edition of Sunday School Summary with Brother Ron.